March 17th, 2025. It was the Monday, first day of the week. I slept in. I guess because I stayed up so late, I slept in pretty late too. I don't think I got a full 8, but I got pretty close to that, so that was good. I had a lot of paperwork type stuff and various red tape, I guess, to keep me a little bit busy in the afternoon. I did some stuff on the computer, a little bit of file organizing and whatnot. Otherwise, just kind of chilled, enjoyed the quiet and relaxation, which I guess I kind of did yesterday, although I did get to hang out with the family yesterday. Today was a little more of a chill day. And then in the evening, I made a trip over to the single adult ward, see what I could find there for their FHE. And they did some pickleball. Nice enough crowd. Played a couple games, had a little bit of fun. Ate some snacks and whatnot. And then after I left there, I was somewhat in the ice cream mood. Probably shouldn't have been. I probably am gaining some weight, putting myself further away from the 198 class and then further still from the 176 class. But I really had to. I wanted to go to Brooker's and see if there was a different location. Just I wanted to see a different environment from the first one that I saw, kind of get a sense of its consistency there. And there happened to be one about a mile and a half away from where the FHE was, so I went over to that. It was in a quaint little, I guess, strip mall sort of setup, or I wouldn't even call it that. They just had a building that had multiple businesses kind of in the building, down there by the south end of the BYU campus. And yeah, it was nice, a little experience. I had just as positive. Excuse me. Well, just as positive an experience as I did the first time. Maybe even more so. The kid that was working there. I say kid. He was probably in his early 20s. Pretty talkative. He was interested by the Dreamwalk hoodie I was wearing, and was telling me how he wants to go and check that place out. So I think that's pretty cool, just to get a sense of the advertisement that Dreamwalk has been doing, that it's reaching this random kid that I interacted with, and he seemed motivated to go check it out. And of course, I had to get some St. Patrick's Day seasonal flavored ice cream. It was a mint chip. I can't remember the name that they gave it, but it was good. Very good. Excellent ice cream. Top notch. 10 out of 10. I really don't have any. I mean, the price is good. The quality is insane. The ambiance is fun. Just a good place. So I look forward to seeing where that goes. It'd be really awesome to be able to, run one of those stores and build a franchise. Run one of their franchise units. I'm not in the financial shape to do that, but it was cool to chat with their CEO a month or so ago. Just maybe a little longer than that, to kind of get a sense of the place. I guess it would be my prediction that I would see that'll be a national chain not before too long. After that, just came home and then just relaxed for the rest of the evening. My deep thought for the day, and I guess this will potentially become kind of 2 stages in my typical vlog structure here. I've been hitting the deep thought, I don't know, for a little while. And in some sense, that is to offer a bit of value to the viewers or viewer, whoever may view this in the future. Currently, I don't have an audience. If I look at the Google reports there was for at least a very brief time early on. Some random guy stumbled upon this stuff and made a couple comments. Uh, he faded out after 3 or 4 days, and it's been no views ever since. However, I see this as potential a potentially important record to my family in the future, whether that be my siblings and my nieces and nephews, or if I'm lucky enough to find a woman that will marry me, my kids, if I'm lucky enough to have them, which is all feels like a very long shot at this point. Um, I feel it is important to offer value in what I do here. I mean, obviously, entertainment value is the simple way. I guess maybe the easy ad. Well, I can't say easy, simple thing to add. Nothing easy about adding entertainment. If you have to do this daily, and it's a creative endeavor in that sense. But another value add, I think, has been the daily deep thought, whatever that is. Maybe it's not always deep, but deeper than the average thought. Maybe I could call it that, but I'll still call it deep thought of the day. D-Todd. But now I'm thinking, I was watching a video earlier, a podcast, and honestly, right now, I don't know why I'm blanking on what it was, but it inspired me in the sense that what I want as a viewer when I watch something, anything, any kind of media, especially media that has to, or that is potentially relevant to my situation, to who I am, to what I'm seeking, to what I want to learn, to what I want to explore a little bit, that when you get to the end, as you approach the end of any of these things, I feel there's a lot of value in having a call to action. A call to action, simply defined, is that little piece that reaches out and challenges the viewer in some way to make a change, to answer a question, to explore the topic further, to actually do something with that which was presented, with that knowledge that was given or taught within the scope of the video. I think a call to action, that's basically the end of any heroic speech you'd see in a movie. That's, of course, that's a standard for advertisement in general, just normal advertising. You never want a commercial or an ad of any type to end without having asked the viewer to do something. Typically, with advertisement, it's a sale of some kind. That pitch that says, buy our product, join this YouTube channel, donate to my Patreon, whatever it is. A call to action obviously can just be a simple thing. I think sometimes they can come in the form of a question. but action implies something to do. So I think I'm going to see what I can do to kind of tailor these videos in a way to end on a relevant and useful call to action every time if I can. I don't know, maybe I'll start doing this and I'll realize it's not always necessary. But I kind of feel like there's probably something that can be done in every instance. My personal call to action is to add a call to action to every video. I guess that makes sense. My call to action to the viewer would be just to do something hard, to do something consistently, or at least try to instill some kind of habit in your life that will eventually become change. There's a large chain of, I guess, ideas, principles that I'm not going to be able to quote perfectly here, but I will go through them to kind of emphasize the point of trying to create a habit and why a habit is important. And maybe this was I don't know if this was a scripture or if this was just a philosopher's saying, or I have no idea. Basically, the principle is this: habits become what do they become? Maybe it starts with actions. Maybe it starts with thoughts. And maybe that would be my true call to action. In some way, try to learn to steer your thoughts toward that which you want to become. Not that necessarily what you want to achieve, but that which you want to become. And this is the logical chain here that I've been lacking to present very well up until now, hopefully. Your thoughts become your actions, especially your repeated thoughts. Your repeated actions become your habits. Your repeated habits become your character. Your character is who you are. Your character is the collection of all the different beliefs you have that you live because your belief in them is so deep that it's anchored to the core of who you are, and it manifests in your actions because of your character. The thoughts are the little tiny hooks that you're throwing, little needles. If you're a mountain or whatever, those little thoughts are gonna latch on and they can easily be brushed away because if you don't keep applying the thoughts, having the good thoughts, the thoughts that you want to be, they can get brushed away. They don't take root, they don't gain an anchor. But once they do, you start doing actions that reflect those thoughts. After a while, again, I'm just kind of repeating here, but you do an action enough, it will become a habit. And I think because we are creatures of habit, that is where when you develop a habit, a true habit, you have experienced powerful change already. And that habit informs your character. I think there becomes an exchange there as well. Anyway, so my call to action is pick the thoughts that you think will lead in that logical succession to becoming the person you want to become. Disciplined thoughts lead to disciplined people. And then it becomes, that positive feedback loop. Disciplined people have disciplined thoughts. That is an important lesson. Anyway, there's my call to action again. Long video today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Until next time, take it easy.